Hi, welcome back. Today I want to speak about community, how I built my community, how I benefited from it, and what I want to do moving forward with it. So community for me started very organically. It was June 2020, right at the height of the pandemic. I started going out on photo walks by myself. I put on some Hans Zimmer, walk for 2-3 hours with my Hasselblad, shoot some black and white film, come home, develop it, scan it, post it online. Over time, other photographers started reaching out to me asking if they could join me on my walks. People who were also isolating and needed a creative outlet. And we would meet up in my neighborhood in DC. We'd walk through alleys, we'd take pictures of walls with shadows of trees on them. But honestly, we wouldn't shoot that much. We'd mostly get together and talk about what we were going through, talk about our photography journey, talk about what it's like being a creative during the pandemic, and just bond and just become friends. Over time, as we would post about the walks, other photographers started reaching out to me, and I started having 2 or 3 people hang out and come and join us for these walks. And people started to get to know each other. And we started sort of just building by default a community. Fast forward a year, and at that point, I knew so many photographers that were joining me for these walks that I started curating walks. So I would decide that one person should know another person and they hadn't met yet. So I'd bring them on to the same walk, and I would start connecting people that I felt would benefit from knowing each other, people who were going through the same thing or people who were shooting the same type of work. And I started connecting people that I thought would be positive influences on each other. I started doing a photo walk for other groups. I did a photo walk for APA DC. I did a photo walk for a friend of mine, Murugi, who had a video team coming to tell a story about her. It started to become a thing that people started to gravitate towards and started asking me about. These friendships have transitioned from photo walks to coffee hangouts to hanging out at the studio and making images and just having friendships that don't require us to go on a walk and all of that stuff. How have I benefited from building a community? And also how you can benefit from building a community. There are 2 key benefits that people don't necessarily think about when you tap into a community. One of them is just having creative conversations with people makes you think more creatively. It isn't even about learning from other people, even if you're the person giving the information. Learning how to talk about what you know, learning how to express it, learning how to package it in a way that's beneficial to somebody that isn't like you or doesn't have your skills or has other skills that you don't is hugely beneficial to you. It's helped me be able to express my thoughts in a more coherent way. It's helped me understand what I know on a deeper level. And having these ideas challenged by other people helped me understand where I'm right, where I'm wrong, where I need to change how I think. And it's been a really great place to workshop different ideas and different tactics and different ways of thinking. And ultimately, it's really helped me grow. Another hidden benefit of having a community and building a community is connecting with people from a position of abundance has helped me create a vibe of abundance from the people that I connect with. I pass gigs off to other photographers. I connect photographers in a jam with assistants they don't know about. I connect photographers to photo editors when they're trying to pitch a story. I connect photographers with other photographers who are doing similar work. Just having an attitude where I'm not worried about somebody taking a job away from me. I'm not worried about somebody taking clients away from me. I'm not worried about somebody taking friends away from me. Has really given people a feeling of community over competition when it comes to how they feel about me. And because of that, I've gotten major clients from friends. One of my biggest clients that I've made over 6 figures from in 1 year came from a fellow photographer friend. I've reached out to friends that have connections at an agency that I want to work with, asking them to connect me with a creative director who's there, and they do that gladly. And it's because they've seen me support others, so they don't feel weird about supporting me. If you want people to have a collaborative attitude towards you, and if you want people to connect you to opportunities, you have to have a collaborative attitude towards them, and you have to connect them to opportunities. So now let's talk about what I want to do with this community moving forward. This community grew organically, which is really, really dope. But one of the downsides of growing a community organically is that you don't get to curate who shows up. And oftentimes the people who show up are the people who are comfortable reaching out to you. And oftentimes that means people who look like you. And I get it. It's about safety, it's about feeling comfortable, it's about curating your own community and curating your own experiences. So this year, I want to start growing the community with more intentionality. I want to have more diverse groups show up to my studio hangouts and my photo walks. Probably once the weather gets better, because it's 25 degrees outside right now, and I'm African, so. I already have one-on-one relationships with a very diverse group, but bringing them into the community has been a little bit challenging. So that's something that I want to work on this year, and that's something that I want to give people access to. Having access to me is well and good, but being able to connect with a wider group of people, I think, is a game changer. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I could go on all day about this, but I have work to do, and you guys don't want to hear anymore. So yeah, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I didn't say this in the intro video, which is a big, massive L on my part, but like, comment, subscribe. I don't think you can run a channel without saying that nowadays. But yeah, that's it.